Hey guys, what's up? It's Cubus here. Today I've got for you a review of PlayStation 4 exclusive The Order 1886. Let's see how this game works out after patch.
Let's go.
Before I get to the most important thing about the design of this game, I would like to briefly talk about the usual things. First, the gameplay.
Hastings was hit in the middle of the bridge.
It's a rather ordinary cover-based third-person shooter.
With me.
In this field, it doesn't do anything you haven't seen already in other action games. The combat system is well balanced, sprinkled with a handful of diversified weapons. Alongside normal rifles and pistols, you are also equipped with some science fiction guns as well. The only thing I found annoying in the combat system are a few heavy armored enemies that you will encounter, and I think that they don't fit into the world of The Order 1886. And finally, you have the story. I don't want to spoil it to you because I think that although it's a little too predictable, it is very well written. Characters have their own backstories and the world is complex, believable and well thought through. I really enjoyed how the artists mixed the Victorian England with elements of fantasy and science fiction. And having these things covered, let me get to the most important thing. When it comes to design, artists at Ready at Dawn Studios did one big decision which weighted on everything else. They wanted to make this game as cinematic as possible, and they were completely dedicated to this idea. For start, the game is not in standard panoramic 16:9 ratio, but in ultra widescreen, so on standard TV you get two black strips all the time. According to the Gamebox, it isn't just a technical workaround, as it claims that it can reach the 1080p on ultra widescreen. But it goes deeper than just a screen ratio. Thanks to astonishing graphics, you have a seamless transition between gameplay and cutscenes, which are also spiced a little with QuickTime events. I asked a friend of mine to play for a bit. He isn't up to date with game trends, so I witnessed him constantly losing track of either it's a gameplay or a cutscene. That alone proves that designers achieved what they planned. But this cinematic experience is so strong that it had quite a big impact on the pacing of the game. I really don't mind the game being quite short, as it took me around 6 or 7 hours to beat. What I do care is the pacing of the gameplay and how much cutscenes there are for actual playtime. While going for the movie-like feel, it seems that designers forgot about The Order 1886 being a video game. It's like a comic book trying to be more like books by reducing the amount of pictures and replacing it with more words. It can only work good to a certain point before ruining the whole thing. And I think that this game is just a few steps beyond this point, reminding me of playable movies that were a thing back in the late 90s. Unfortunately, this balance is such a turn down, but even though I don't have any other major complaints about the design, it brings down the score to 7 points out of 10.
You! Everyone! There's a rebel commander on board! It's the woman from Whitechapel. I'm in pursuit.
This is 7th review I did for this channel. So far I was able to find bugs or technical issues in every game I tested. But it's not the case this time. Not only I haven't encountered any problems with the game, its technical side is simply outstanding. The visuals are astonishing. This game looks like pre-rendered movies from early 2000s. Smooth animations, highly detailed models and various materials look great when combined with state-of-the-art physics, lighting, shadows and particle effects. The photo mode, brought along with the 1.02 update, reveals that even raindrops are rendered as independent models. I think that in terms of graphics, The Order 1886 is going to be for PlayStation 4 what first Gears of War was for Xbox 360. It sets a bar, becomes a benchmark to all upcoming games for what is possible with this hardware. Obviously, there will come a day when it will be dethroned, but apart Uncharted 4, I can't think of a single game that will even come close to it in the nearest future. and this visual fidelity is matched with the audio quality. Sounds are crisp and believable, and sometimes even distorted by the environment. Let me just show you an example of that.
Leave it be! There must be another way. There's no time! Go on without me, I'll find another way through. And don't lose the mark! We must
I never told that before, but I wish to award a maximum score for games that are extraordinary and in their own league for each of the categories. And The Order 1886 is the first game on this channel that I'm awarding a maximum score for technicalities without hesitating a bit. This time it really couldn't have been anything else than 10 points for technicalities. It's hard to find anything particularly wrong about the business of the publisher this time. Looking through the PlayStation Store, you will find that the only additional content available to download are some themes for console dashboard and the soundtrack. It's more like selling a merchandise, and I think that's okay. I understand why there is no multiplayer mode. It could ruin all the design effort, and I approve this decision. But due to cinematic experience I've explained in the first section, the game has a really low replayability value. Yes, the game feels complete and well edited with no missing parts. But it is available on PSN with $40 price tag. It's good that it has been discounted just a few months after the release, but in this case I think that it's just a little too much. I can see that the developers put a tremendous amount of work into this game. The full price just doesn't feel justified in the gameplay. I could also do a little rant about translation by my local SCE department, but this being a channel aimed for international English-speaking viewers, I will let it go with a warning. I rate the business on 7 points out of 10, thanks to not selling us incomplete product.
We need to get Hastings out.
I'll cover you.
Lucan, Igraine, on my mark.
Overall, The Order 1886 is a decent game and it's definitely worth checking out. As I said, it sets a bar for future games on all the platforms in terms of visual quality. The overall score of 24 out of 30 points should say it all. I just recommend you not to buy it for a current price of $40 unless you want to solve the disc later.
Gray, where are you going?
To finish what we started.
This is no time for vengeance!
That's all
Come
for
to your
today.
senses.
If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe for more reviews like this one. You can also follow Is It Patched on Facebook and subscribe on my Twitch channel where I stream the games I'm about to review next. As always, thanks for watching and take care.
Air Command, do you have any